So Jordan had no bag?
I didn't say no bag. I just don't think
Kobe and Jordan are bag guys.
1-2 dribble pull-ups.
Kobe had a
No
bag.
bag.
Kobe had
Got me fucked up in here, boy. Y'all better put some respect on Mike's name. Boy, stop saying goofy shit, man. That's goofy as hell. Mike Jordan ain't got a bag, P? Man, stop, man.
If you have a good team and you need a killer, you go in.
Paul Pierce really woke up and said Michael Jordan didn't have a bag. The same MJ who ran an entire era like a personal business got labeled limited by Paul Pierce of all people. That's not just disrespect. That's straight basketball treason, period. And it didn't take long before Kevin Garnett jumped in and blasted Pierce live on air. No safety net, no mercy, no filter, no pause, no backtracking.
Player in the world was. It was Michael Jordan. And, you know, I don't know who else that's been. I don't know what other player even comes close to, you know, being undefeated and being the best player in a playoff series every year.
Did you enjoy your moments when you had to guard him as the ultimate challenge?
Yeah. The ultimate challenge. And if you did stop him, it was, you know, a miracle. And if you didn't, like, so what? Nobody guards him. But I remember a funny time in this 63-point game. I got accused of doing this a little bit more than the coaches or my teammates would have liked, but Walton fouls out guarding Jordan in an ISO, and he's screaming and cursing me out, like, quit switching. Guard your own man.
This is Walton yelling at
you for switching with him.
I go, hey, I just want you to be able to appreciate how hard it is.
Just raw embarrassment served in real time. And today, this whole take gets torn apart piece by piece, clutch moment by clutch moment, because this lie doesn't survive the facts. Now let's really connect the dots. You got Paul Pierce saying MJ was just athletic and didn't have depth to his game. But stack that claim next to the FluGame, next to the Father's Day Finals, next to 10 scoring titles, and the whole story collapses fast. 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 0 Game 7s in the finals. That's not luck, that's control.
Got me fucked up in here, boy. Y'all better put some respect on Mike's name. Boy, stop saying goofy shit, man. That's goofy as hell. Mike Jordan ain't got a bag, P? Go do y'all education first.
If Jordan had a limited bag, how did he lead the league in scoring for nearly a decade? How did he drop 63 on Larry Bird Celtics in year 2? How did he cook brutal defenses with hand checking allowed and 0 spacing? No illegal defense rules, barely any shooters, and still, MJ carved teams up like it was light work. Let's talk efficiency too. Over 50% from the field for his career as a shooting guard, living off jumpers. That's not basic, that's surgical precision. And here's the part nobody can escape.
Paul Pierce and Danny Green says Michael Jordan had a limited bag.
Yeah, we're going to discuss it tomorrow. We can get into it today if you would like as well.
And what's okay? And
we gotta watch
the nigga bag was from 1980. But how elaborate did you think that bag was going to be? He didn't have no crossover. Barely went behind the back. Like I mean, what? 1-2 dribble, fade. I mean, like that was his bag of, I mean, the bag is new, y'all. Like having a bag is something new. Back then, what they had was a bag. He had a bag in the 80s. He had a bag in the 80s. It was better than everybody else's bag. He can dribble with both hands a little bit. The 90s, he kind of had a little bag, and then, you know, other players started coming in with elaborate, you know what I mean, with a little extra shit. Jamal Mashburn had a little bag. Grant Hill had a little bag. Allen Iverson came with his little bag. 90s, 2000, Kobe had a bag. Who had bag? Like Jamal Crawford. It depends on what type of shit y'all.
Decades later, legends still talk about him like it just happened. That's impact. That's fear. That's dominance. As one legend said, it was Michael Jordan, and I don't know who else even comes close to being undefeated and the best player in a playoff series every year. Did you enjoy your moments guarding him? The ultimate challenge? Yeah, the ultimate challenge, no debate. If you somehow slowed him down, it felt like a miracle. And if you didn't, so what? Nobody really guarded him anyway.
Your best play of the night was grabbing that ball out on the floor. You weren't going to let anybody get that sucker, were you?
No, that's for my father, and it goes right in my trophy room with everybody signing it, and even Jack Haley, and this is a very special moment.
You said that's for my father. Obviously, it's Father's Day, and he's never very far away from your mind.
He was in my heart all day. That's probably why I couldn't play that. I wasn't really as focused as much as I wanted to be, and I think just a special day of him not being here. Really, I had a tough time focusing today, but thank God.
That's the truth veterans still admit today, loud and clear. I remember a funny moment from that 63-point game, and this part says everything. I got accused of switching more than my coaches or teammates liked. Walton fouls out guarding Jordan in an ISO, and he's screaming at me, cursing me out, yelling, "I quit switching, guard your own man." That's Walton, heated, losing it, because MJ was cooking everybody. And that's the key point Paul Pierce keeps missing. Vince Carter or anyone Paul name dropped might have had flashy moves, but if they were more skilled than MJ, why didn't they run the league like he did? Why didn't they drag teams to championships? Why didn't they break defensive schemes and own both ends of the floor? Because there's a difference between having moves and knowing when to use them. Jordan didn't just collect tools, he deployed them with perfect timing. Brightest lights, biggest moments, zero panic. That's not style, that's mastery. And that's why this whole take falls flat. Paul Pierce talks like flash matters more than results, but MJ proved execution beats flair every single time. Kevin Garnett saw it instantly and gave Paul Pierce a straight shut-up call right to his mustache, live and unfiltered. No mercy, no backing off. Let's be honest, this isn't really about Jordan's skill set. It's about insecurity. Paul Pierce has a long habit of forcing himself into conversations he doesn't belong in. This is the same guy who said, "I had a better career than Dwayne Wade," and the same guy who claimed he was a better scorer than LeBron, only to get laughed off live TV. Different era, different level, different reality. So when Paul Pierce throws shade at Jordan's game, that's not breakdown or analysis. That's projection, plain and simple. Pierce played in an era where he was never the top dog, never the most feared, and never had that cold-blooded killer instinct MJ lived on. And modern sports media eats this stuff up. Troll takes get rewarded, revisionist history goes viral, and the standard of greatness gets watered down in the process. This isn't a conversation built on tape, legacy, or real performance. It's about attention. Because if MJ really had a limited bag, then what does that say about Paul Pierce? A guy who never averaged 27 in a season, never dropped 60 in a game, and needed 3 Hall of Famers just to grab 1 ring. Gilbert Arenas jumped in too, talking that same limited bag talk, and it only made the whole thing louder, not smarter. Now let's talk facts, not noise. June 16th, 1996, Game 6 of the NBA Finals. This wasn't just about winning, this was about healing. 3 years after the loss of his father, MJ came back to the finals and closed out the Seattle Supersonics for his 4th championship. On Father's Day, he put up 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. When the buzzer sounded, he collapsed in the locker room, clutching the ball, tears pouring out. That wasn't just a title. That was pain, closure, and legacy crashing together all at once. And don't forget this. Jordan led the Bulls to a then record 72 wins that season. You don't do that with hops alone. You do that with elite footwork, vision, timing, and total control. The bag wasn't flashy. It was deadly. It was personal. It was legendary. Let's talk numbers. June 11th, 1997. Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Series tied 2-2. Bulls in Utah. MichaelJordan is visibly sick, and not just flu sick. It was later revealed as food poisoning. Dehydrated, weak, barely able to stand, and still plays 44 of 48 minutes like it's nothing. And what does he do? Drops 38 points on 48% shooting, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. And the clutch moment, A go-ahead 3 with under a minute left. Plus 5 in a 2-point win. Jordan accounted for over 50% of the Bulls' offense that night, which is insane under those conditions. No fast breaks, no dunks, just footwork, IQ, rhythm, and cold-blooded mid-range dominance. In the second half alone, he poured in 23 points and sucked the life out of that Utah crowd. That wasn't raw athleticism. That was mental warfare mixed with pure skill. So when Paul Pierce says MJ didn't have a bag, this one game shreds that take instantly. While people online argue about counters and combos, Channing Frye came out and dropped the truth, basically saying Jordan's game didn't need extra sauce to work. Here's the truth. Paul Pierce never understood that Michael Jordan's game wasn't built for YouTube clips. It was built for conquest. While today's bag talk is all step backs and street handles, MJ's arsenal was efficient, lethal, and pressure tested. He didn't dance, he dismantled. Fadeaway to jumper, pump fake to jab step, footwork in the post that left defenders guessing every second. Every move had a purpose. That's why defenders said guarding him felt like trying to hold water. And unlike Paul, MJ did it every night, every finals, with the whole world watching. His bag wasn't made for show. It was made for the kill.